Good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll discuss one interesting topic, and the name of the topic is leadership. So, before discussing the topic leadership, let us discuss or let us understand what you understand by leader. Normally, we can say that leader is a person who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. That means what? The leader is a person, or leader is someone who knows the way. Who knows the way means leader is a person who knows the path how to achieve the goals of the organization. So leader is a person who knows the way, then goes the way. The leader is a person who shows the path to the other people to achieve the organizational goal. Okay, and the leader is a person who also shows the way. Show the way to their followers, right? So in other sense we can say that leader is a person who can influence or motivate a group of person to achieve the organizational goals. So simply we can say that manager is a person who force the leader, manager is a person who force the employees to perform the task, whereas leader is a person who motivates or influence the people or influence the employees, or we can say that follows to perform their task, which helps to achieve the goals of the organization. So this is all about leader, but today's your topic is leadership, right? So leadership means what? Now, simply we can say that it is the quality or the skills of one of a leader. So leader is a person who can influence and motivate a group of people or follows, but leadership is the quality of a leader, right? So let us discuss who is the leader. As already said, the leader is a person who leading people. Means leader is a person who lead the people, then influencing people. Yes, leader is a person who can motivating the people, then commanding people. Commanding people means a leader is a person who can give command or orders to the people or employees to perform their task. Then leader is a person who is also guiding the people. Guiding the people means leader is a person who supervise or guide the people how they perform the task, which helps to achieve the goals of the organization. But leadership is the art of motivating a group of people to act towards achieving a common goal. But leadership is a process, or it is the art of motivating a group of people to achieve the organizational goals. Then already I have discussed that leader is a person who knows the way, leader is a person who goes the way, and leader is also a person who shows the way. So leader is a person who has the ability to influence others with or without authority, right? So let us discuss. So what do you understand by authority? Authority means what? Simply we can say that the power, right? So leader is a person who can influence, or leader is a person who has the ability or capability or quality to influence or motivate others. Others means it may be the employees or followers with or without authority. Sometimes the leader can influence the people or influence others with official power, and sometimes the leaders are also influence the people without the official power or authority. Then we'll discuss leadership. So leadership is a process whereby an individual influences a group of individuals to achieve a common goal, right? So leader is a person, whereas leadership is a process, right? So through which one person can possess some qualities or traits which helps to achieve the organizational goals very easily. So leadership is a process whereby an individual influences a group of individuals. Means leadership, it is a process whereby one individual person or the leader can influences a group of individual. Group of individual means it may be the employees or it may be the followers, right? To achieve a common goal. Common goal means the goals of the organizations, right? So, in other sense, we can say that leadership is a relationship that creates a positive change. Yes, leadership, it is a relationship between the people who are working in an organization, and that creates a positive change in the organization. In other sense, we can say that it is a process of encouraging employees to work at their greatest ability towards achievement of desired goal. Okay, so let us discuss this definition. So it is a process of encouraging employees, right? Sorry. So leadership is the process of encouraging the employees to work, right? So through leadership, the leader can motivate or encourage the people or employees to work at their greatest ability. Means the people can give their 100% ability or 100% efforts towards the achievement of the desired organizational goals. Then see what are the traits. So this is the full form of leader. So leader L stands for lead by example. Excuse me. E stand for enthusiastic, A stand for ambitious, D stand for determined, E stands for encourage others, and R stands for ready to learn and teach, right? So this is the full form of leadership. Okay, leader. Then what are the traits required to become one successful leader, right? So these are the traits, or we can say the characteristics of a leader, not a leader, of a characteristics of a successful leader. First one is your inspiration. Yes, so leadership, a leader is a person who can inspire or motivate the people. Then teamwork. Yes, leader is a person who gives more focus for teamwork, because without teamwork it is not possible for the organization to achieve their goals or to achieve the organizational goals. Then responsibility. Yes, so the leadership or the leader is a person who takes all the responsibility to motivate the people to give their greatest ability for achievement of organizational goals. Then delegating. Yes, what is delegating? Now delegating means it is a process of assigning or giving your power or authority to someone on temporary basis, right? So through leadership, the leader also assigns some power or authority to other people to achieve the organizational goals. Then guidance. Yes, leader is a person who can guide or supervise the work of the people. Then motivation. Yes, leader is a person who can motivate or influence or inspire the people to perform their task. Then communication. Yes, communication means it is a process of exchange of idea or information between two or more parties. So in case of leadership, the leader is a person who can communicate or who can give the information to the followers. At the same time, the leader is a person who can also collect information from the followers, right? Then creativity. Yes, leader is a person who can think positively, or leader is a person who can think the new things for the organizations, which helps to achieve the organizational goals. Then positivity. Yes, leader is a person who creates a positivity or positive environment inside the organization, because leader is a person who is not force the employees, right? Leader is a person who can motivate, or we can say that encourage or inspire the employees. So that's why it creates a positivity inside the organization. Then feedback. Yes, so leader is just act as a middleman between the lower level and top level management, right? So leader is a person who collect information from the top level management and give it to the lower level management, and similarly means to the employees or followers. At the same time, the leader is a person who also collect feedback or collect the information from the lower level people, or we can say that the employees, then give it to top level management. So leader is a person who collects feedback and give that feedback to the employees as well as the employers of the organizations. Then what are the importance of leadership? So the first importance of leadership is initiates action. Yes, so leader is a person who starts the work by communicating the policies and plans to the subordinates from where the work actually starts. Yes, the leader, as you know, the leader is a person who can motivate the people. So simply we can also say that a leader is a person who takes the initiative. Initiative in the person who come forward to perform the task, right? So leader is a person who initiate different actions. So leader is a person who starts the work by communicating the policies and plans. So leader is a person who communicate all the information or all the plans and policies to the subordinates from where the work actually starts. Then second one is the motivation. Now leader is a person who, a leader proves to be playing an incentive role in concerns working. He motivates the employees with economic and non-economic rewards, thereby get the work from the subordinates, right? Yes, so leader is a person who can motivate the people, or leader is a person who can motivate the employees, or we can say their followers, by providing some economic rewards or economic benefits and non-economic benefits. Economic benefits mean those benefits which are paid by the leader to the employees or followers in the form of money, that is known as economic. Let's say example, bonus, commission, incentive, etc. The non-economic rewards means those rewards which are given by the leader to their employees, not in the form of money. It may be any type of allowances, or we can say that it may be any type of gift, right? Or we can say that holiday package, etc. Then third one is a providing guidance. Yes, a leader is a person who provides guides or guidance to the employees. A leader is a person who provides or gives instructions to the subordinates the way they have to perform their work effectively and efficiently. So leader is a person who can supervise the work of the employees or follows, as well as providing them guidance or providing them the or guide them how they will perform their task. Then coordination. So coordination, simply we can say that coordination means creating a good relationship between the people who are working in an organization. Okay, excuse me. Uh, Leader is a person who coordinates between the employees and employers, right? So it can be achieved through reconciling the personal interest with the organizational interest. This synchronization can be achieved through proper effective coordination, which should be primarily motivated to the employees, right? So simply we can say that leader is a person who creates a bridge or bonding between the employees and employer. Then creating confidence, right? So confidence is an important factor which can be achieved through expressing the work efforts to the subordinates, then explaining them clarity, their role, and giving them guidance to achieve the goals effectively, right? Excuse me. So creating confidence. So confidence, it is an important factors, right, which can be achieved through expressing the work effort to the subordinates, right? So leader is a person who can motivate the people, and leader is a person who create the confidence among the employees to perform their role. Then next one is a building moral. So moral denotes willing cooperation of the employees towards their work, right? So leader is a person who creates cooperation with the employees towards their work, and getting them into confidence and winning their trust, right? And through this, the leader can try to get the trust of the employees. Then builds work environment, right? So management is getting things done from people. Simply we can say that management is an art of getting things done by others. An efficient work environment helps in sound and stable growth, right? Yes, if we can find a good work environment, and that will be that helps in sound and stable growth, right? So if we can find a good work environment within the organization, then we can find the growth and expansion of that particular organization. Therefore, human relations should be kept in mind by a leader, right? So, so for that reason, the leader always try to create a good environment or good work environment within the organizations. So these are the importance of leadership. Then next one is the difference between leader and manager, right? So see, there is a big difference between leader and a manager, right? So leader is a person. Simply we can say that leader is a person who always say that let's do it, right? But manager is a person who always say he go and do it, right? So these are the few differences between the leader and manager. The manager is a person who always push the employees to perform the task, because that means that the employees are standing in the front, and the leader and the managers, they are in the back side of the employees. But in case of leader, we can find the opposite person, right? So in case of leader, the leader is a person who pull the employees or who pull the subordinate. That means what? In case of leadership or leader, the leader is in the front and the subordinates or the employees, they are in the back. Okay. So already, as I said, the boss means the managers, they always say go and let us go. Okay, but leader is a person who always say that let us do it, right? So then we will discuss the rest difference between leader and manager. The leader is a person who leads a particular team and influence its team members to perform well and achieve the goal. Yes, so leader is a person who lead a particular team, or leader is a person who can lead a particular group and influence its team members to perform well. And leader is a person who can influence or motivate or inspire the team members, right, and to achieve the organizational goals. But what about manager? The manager is a person who manages the organization by planning, giving direction, maintaining coordination and control, right? So here we can, in case of leadership, we can say that leader is a person who can influence the people, but manager is a person who manages the organization through planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, and controlling. Then the next one is leader. Leader processes are transformational as they develop a vision and find a way towards to achieve the goal, organizational goal, right? So leader is a leader process are transformational, right? And the leaders are those people who are always create a vision and mission to achieve the organizational goals. But managers processes are transactional, right? As they delegate tasks and meet objective, right? So in case of leadership, we can find the transformational leadership, but in case of manager, we can find transactional leadership, because in this case the managers, they are delegate the task means assign the task to the employees and meet the organizational goals, right? Then the rest difference is leaders always look after a team, but managers always oversees a team. Yes, so leader is a person who can take care of the total team, right? Leader is a person who can take care of the total team. Is the leader is a person who can take care of each and every members of that particular team, but manager is a person who only oversees or or supervise the team, right? A leader exhibits strategic view, team management, open mind, and innovators, right? A leader is a person who can exhibit the strategic view, right? And the team management, then open minded and innovators. But in case of management or manager, a manager exhibits the organizational skills, management skills, problem solving skills, and etc. Then the next one is leaders create circle or influence and lead by inspiring, right? So leader is a person who creates a circle, right? And leader, or we can say the leader is a person who can influence or lead the people by inspiring. But manager is a person who creates circle or power and lead by authority. So here leaders can lead the group by inspiring, but manager is a person who lead the group or lead the team by authority. The next one is leaders mainly set directions to achieve a goal. Leader is a person who can set the directions to achieve the goals, but managers mainly sets introduction to achieve the instructions to achieve the goal, right? So here the total achievement or goal is depend upon the leader, means leader mainly set the directions or way or path, but in case of managers, the manager mainly set the instruction to achieve the goals, right? The next one is a leader always says we, where the subordinates are follows or team members, right? Leaders are those people who are always use the word that is we, but manager is a person who always use the word use the word that is I, right? Leader is a person who always say we'll do it, right? But manager is a person who will say this. In case of management, all the subordinates, they will perform the task, but all the credit will be taken by the leader manager. Then a leader is a person who, a leader knows how how it is done, right? A leader is a person who can know how it is done, but a manager is a person or manager shows how it is done, right? But then the last one is they mainly focuses around the relationship with objectives, right? So leaders are there focuses around the relationship and objectives, but the management or the manager, they mainly focuses around objectives, right? So here in case of leadership, we can find little, in leadership we can find little bit relationship, right? But in means informal relationship, but in case of management and manager, there is no informal relationship. Lastly, we can say that leader is a person who can influence the group of people or influence the people without any official power, but manager is a person who can influence the people or influence others through the official power. Then the next one is styles of leadership. The styles of leadership is classified into five parts. First one is autocratic style, then second one is democratic style, third one is free range style, fourth one is transactional style, fifth one is transformational style. Okay, so let us discuss all the styles one by one. First one is a autocratic style of leadership, right? So autocratic, as its name suggests, autocratic means when all the power will be reserved in the hand of a single person, right? Or simply we can say that king is the ruler. So king is the ruler means what? Now when all the power or all the authority or decision making capacity will be reserved in the hand of a single person. And in case of autocratic style of leadership, all the power, authority or decision making power will be reserved in the hand of a single person, and that single person is known as your leader. They so see autocratic style of leadership. So see, see this picture, right? So in this picture we can say that now the leader is a person who reserves all the power. Leader is a person who shows the way to their subordinates, and according to the source of the subordinate leader, the followers are ready to, or the employees are ready to follow, right? So in this style of leadership, all the decision making power are centralized in the hand of a leader, right? So under this style of leadership, all the decision making power or authority will be centralized in the hand of a leader, right? So the leader makes all the decisions. So under autocratic style of leadership, all the decisions or all the authority will be reserved in the hand of a single person, or that person is known as a leader. So the leaders make all the decisions without taking opinion from anyone who reports to them, right? So in this autocratic style of leadership, all the decisions are taken by the leader, and in this case the leader is not asking anyone, or the leader is not ready to accept or take the opinion of anyone, right? In case of decision making, right? So employees are neither considered or not consulted prior, right? So here the employees, they are not, either they are not considered or not consulted prior to any decisions, and they are expected to follow to the decisions, but they are ready to accept the expected follows, or expected decisions. Then second is democratic, right? As its name suggests, democratic style of leadership is otherwise known as a participative style of leadership. So under this participative style of leadership or democratic style of leadership, all the decision making capacity or authority will be distributed in the hand of the employees who are working in an organization, right? So on the what happens in case of democratic style of leadership. Now in case of democratic style of leadership, all the decisions of the organizations will not taken by the leader, right? So here the leader also takes some opinions from the other people of the organizations, right? In this style of leaders, all the members of a team along with a leader participate in decision making process, right? So in this style of leadership, all the managers or all the members of the team, right? So they are involved in the decision making process. But in case of autocratic, all the decisions, no one is involved in the decision making process of the organizations, right? The next one is every manager give their input for decision making. Every members, right? Every members of that group, they will put their decisions, or they will put their opinions for decision making. However, the final is made by the leader. The final decision will be taken by the leader, right? So it is one of the most effective leadership style, because it is always loyal, because it always allows the lower level employees to participate in the decision making process, right? So see, under democratic style of leadership, or in this style of leadership, the leaders are give chance to the subordinates to participate in the decision making process of the organizations. So this is all about democratic. Then third one is free reign, right? So free means what? Now free means there is no rules and regulations. So under this style, free reign style of leadership, the leader don't have any power, right? The leader don't have any power, right? So here the leader will the here in pre style of leadership, the leader is just act as a rubber stand, because the leader don't have any power or authority or position. The leader has distributed all the power or authority among all the people who are existing in the organizations, right? So in this leadership style, the leaders distribute all the authority. Yes, in this style of leadership, the leaders distribute or provided all the authority or power to the employees, right? So here all the power or authority are in the hand of the employees. So everybody is an equal decision maker. So under pre style of leadership, all the members they have the equal power to take the decision, right? So this leadership style empower employees as leader give little guidance, right? So employees manage their work to their own, right? So in this case the employees managers they are work on their own. They are work on their own. The next one is the fourth one is your transactional leaders, right? So transactional leaders then are transformational leaders. So transactional leaders are those leaders who have some existing boundaries, right? Existing is so that boundary is already existed, right? So in case of transactional leadership, the leaders identifies what the followers want, right? So in this style of leadership, first, the leaders will find what the followers want and motivate them to increase their performance by rewarding them for the goals which needs to be achieved. Okay, so in this style of leadership, what happens? In this style of leadership, what happens? Now the leader identify in this style of leadership. First, the leaders find out what are the wants and needs and demand of the employees and motivate them to increase their performance by rewarding them for the goals which needs to be achieved, right? So it basically work on Maslow basic need satisfaction. So you know there is Maslow need hierarchy theory. There are five steps of Maslow need hierarchy theory. First one is your basic needs, then basic needs, then second one is the safety. First one is your basic needs, second one is your social needs, third one is the safety needs, then self-esteem and self-actualization needs, right? So all these needs are coming under this transactional leadership, right? So under transactional leadership, the leaders are always result driven, right? So the leaders, they are giving more focus how to get the outcome or result, right? Then strict boundaries, right? So under transactional leadership style or leader, the boundaries is very strict, right? So everybody will perform their task within that boundaries or within that surroundings. The next one is evaluate performance, right? See, yes, under this transactional leader, the leader can evaluate the performance of each and every employee, right? Then efficiency and effectiveness, right? If one leader will give more focus for the result and the leader will evaluate the performance of the employees, then that helps to increase the efficiency as well as effectiveness of the employees. Then the last one is transformational leadership. So transformational, see, in case of transactional leadership, the existing boundaries, but in case of transformational leadership, they are very future conscious, right? They are more think for future, right? So see, it is basically about transforming the business with innovative thinking, right? So under this style, the leaders, they are thinking something new, right? Something new, or we can find some creativity must be there, right? So leaders in this type of leadership are capable of bringing significant change with a sense of commitment and motivation. So normally we can find that we can say that the transformational leaders are those leaders who are more conscious for future. Okay, so these leaders, this type of leaders can make a significant changes with the sense of commitment and motivation, right? So see, here we can say that the transformational the leaders are vision and value. They are giving more focus for vision and values. Then lead by example. Yes, they, these type of leaders are always lead by example because their performance are very good. The next one is inspire your team, right? So see, that leader is a person who can inspire the employees or followers in their team, right? So this is all about the different types of leadership. Then theories of leadership. Okay, so the theories of leadership is broadly classified into three parts. First one is your trade theory, second one is your behavioral theory, and last one is your situational theory. Okay, so let us discuss all the theories one by one. First one is your trade theory. Okay, so what do you understand by trait? Trait means what? And normally we can say that characteristics. Trait means what? A trait means normally we can say the characteristics, or we can say that the character, the nature or feature of a leader, right? So trade theory states that trade theory states that what are the traits or characteristics are required to become one successful leader. The second one is behavioral theory. So behavioral theory means what? Now what is the behavior of the leaders towards the employees, towards the superiors, towards the subordinate, towards the colleagues, etc., right? And the last one is your situational theory. So situational theory of leadership means what? Now the leadership is purely based upon the situation, right? So purely based upon the situation means what? Now on the basis of the situation we can find the behavior or the characteristics of the employee will be changed. Okay, so let us discuss all the theories one by one. First is the trade theory. So see, as I said, trade characteristics. So it focuses this trade theory focuses on individual characteristics of a successful leaders. Yes, what are the characteristics are required to become a successful leader? The leaders possesses a set of traits which make them distinction from followers, right? So the leaders possesses a traits or possess some traits or characteristics which make them distinction, or which make them distinction from followers, right? So see, the characteristics or the features or the characteristics of the features, it is classified into two parts. First one is inherited, and second is acquirable. Inherited means are those qualities which are authorized known as inborn quality. Okay. Then the second one is acquirable. Acquirable means so some acquirable means some qualities of which an individual can equip within the during his service or during or inside the organizations, right? So some qualities, these are the inherited or inbuilt qualities, right? What are the inbuilt qualities required to become a successful leader? First, the physical features. Yes, physical features, it is the inbuilt quality of an individual person. One person cannot change his physique. Then intelligence. Yet, yes, intelligence, it is also one inherited or inborn quality of an individual person. Then next one is your confidence. Yes, confidence, it is also another inherited quality of an individual person's, right? Then next is emotional stability. So these are the acquirable traits. Okay, yes, emotional stability. So we can measure the emotional stability of an individual person when he or she is working in an organization. Then motivating skills, right? So motivating skill, it is also another acquirable skills, right? So normally the people, they are learn so many things from their environment. Then communication skill. Yes, communication skill. Then next one is technical skill, right? So technical skill means what? Now leader is a person who is having some technical skill. Without the technical skill, it is not possible to achieve the goals of the organization. Then social skills or HR skills, right? So some social or HR skills are also required to become a successful leader, right? So then next one, here I have written on a statement that leaders are born or made, right? So normally we can say that leaders are born, leaders are not made, right? So see, leaders are made or born means what? Then normally see, or simply we can say the leadership qualities, it is the inborn quality of an individual person, right? One person cannot learn the leadership quality from the environment, right? So that person should have intelligence, that person should have physics, that person should have confidence, right? If one person is having some physical features, intelligence and confidence, we can say that that person is a leader. One person cannot change his physique, or one person cannot change his intelligence, or one person cannot change the confidence of an individual person, right? So this is all about trade theory. So the trade theory is very simple. The trade theory is telling all about what are the traits or characteristics are required to become one successful leader. Then the next one is, okay, so see, these are the examples of some traits, that intelligence. So the intelligence trait, then creativity, people skills, self-confidence, then trustworthiness, then next one the ambition, then next one the honesty, then next one the right decisions, then next one is ambiguity, and last one is your initiative, right? So these are the different characteristics which require, or these are the different traits which become one individual person to a successful leader. Then the second one is behavioral theory of leadership. So behavioral theory of leadership, as we said, कि success of a leader based on their behavior rather than their natural attributes, right? Success of a leader based on their behavior. The success of a the successful leader person is purely based upon their behavior, right? They are giving more focus their behavior rather than their natural attributes, right? So main focus is behavior of actual leader, right? So the main focus of this leader is what is the behavior of the leader, right? So it determines how various kind of specific leaders behavior affect the performance as well as satisfaction of the follows, right? So the behavioral theory is again classified into four parts. First one is the managerial grade, second one is the Ohio State University structure study, third one is the Michigan study or Michigan State University study, the last one is the liquor system of management. Okay, so let us discuss all the theories, all the behavioral theories one by one. So first one is the managerial grade. Okay, so the managerial grid theory of leadership. So this managerial grid theory of leadership is developed by Blake and Martin, right? So this theory is developed by Blake and Martin. So it is based on the two dimensions. The marginal or the managerial grid theory is based upon two dimension. One is concern for production and one is a concern for people. Okay, so let us first discuss what is concern for production and what is concern for people. So concern for production means what? Now some leaders they are very much concerned or they are very much serious for the production of the organization rather than the benefits of the employee. They are giving always more focus how to increase the productivity of the organization, right? So but the concern for people, they are just the opposite leader of concern for production. So concern for production means, as I said, they are very much concerned for production or how to increase the productivity. But concern for people means what? Now, this type of leaders, they are very much concerned for the growth and development of the employees rather than production. So, right. So, in case of managerial grade, we can find some people they are concerned for production and some people they are concerned for people, right? So it is a 9-9 matrix which creates a 81 positions in which leader style may fall, right? So out of these 8, so normally 9 cross 9 means 81. So 81 small cells are there, right? So out of these 81 styles, the most famous 5 styles are discussed, right? So we can find 81 styles. Out of that 81 style, we can find 5 styles of leadership. So first one is your managerial grade, right? So see here we can say that one is O x-axis and another is O y-axis. So O x-axis represents concern for production and O y-axis represents concern for people. So in case of managerial grade, we can find five positions or 5 points of a leader. So first position is first one is your 1-1 situation, that is impoverished management. Second is 9-1 is your authority, then compliance management. Then third one is your 1-9, that is country club management, and fourth one is your 9-9, that is team management, and the last one is your 5-5, that is middle of the road of the management, right? So here we can say that the OX axis is concerned for production and OY axis is concerned for people, right? So as I said, here we can find 5 steps or 5 situations. First, impoverished management. Impoverished management means, or it is otherwise known as a 1-1 situation, right? So 1-1 situation means what? Now where we can find low concern for production and low concern for people. So that means what? Now here the leader is less concern for production as well as the leader is less concern of people also, right? Then next one is your second one is your 9-1-9 situation. So 1-9 situation is otherwise known as a contact club leadership style. So under contact club leadership style, the leader is too friendly and highly concerned to people, right? So under this style of leadership, the leaders they are very friendly as well as highly concerned to people, right? So work environment is very relaxed. So under this style of leadership, the work environment is very relaxed and as well as fun, but where the productivity suffers because there is a lack of direction and control, right? Yes, so see, here the leaders will get a good work environment, right? But when the but a good work environment, right? But as well as we can also find under this style of leadership, the environment is very relaxed as well as fun, right? But in case of country club management, we can say that as that high concern for here we can find high concern for production and low concern for people. Then middle road manager. Under middle road management, we can find average concern for production and average concern per people. That means for now here, see this graph here, we can find the leader is a person who is 50% for 50% concern for production and 50% concern per people, right? Then the 9-1 situation, right? 9-1 situation is 9-1 situation is other than the task orientation, right? So, so in autocratic in nature follows strict rules, policies, and procedures, right? Yes, autocratic style of leadership provides certain rules, policies, and procedures. It views to punishment as an effective way motivating the team leaders, right? So approach can drive impressive production to result at fast but low team morale and low motivation. Here we can find low teamwork as well as low motivation. Then the last one is your team management style. Team management style, here we can find 9-9 situation where highest concern for both production as well as highest concern for people, right? So it is most effective style of leadership. So out of these five leaders style of leadership, this is the most effective style of leadership. It reflects a leader who is passionate about the work, right? Here the leader who is very much passionate about the job or work, and and who does the best he can for the people he works with, right? So simply we can say that in case of team management, the leaders are high concern for production as well as high concern for people, right? So in case of one or impoverished leadership, we can find leaders are low concern for production as well as low concern for people. But in case of country club leadership style, that is 1-9, a high concern for people, here the leaders are more concerned for people and low concern for production. And 5 is average, they are 50% concern for production and 50% concern for people. But in case of task oriented, the leaders are more concerned, or we can say the high concern for production and low concern for people. And the last one is your team management. So in case of team management, we can say that the leaders are high concern for production as well as they are also high concern for people. Then second one is the Ohio State University studies, right? So under Ohio State University studies, we can also find the same two things, that is initiating structure behavior and second consideration behavior, right? So see here also we can find four positions. First one, high consideration and low initiating structure. Then second one, high consideration and high initiating structure. Then third one, the low consideration and low consideration and high initiating structure. But the past situation, that is low consideration and low initiating structure, right? So here the initiating structure of Ohio State University study is equal with concern for production of managerial grade, and consideration behavior is equal with the concern for people according to managerial grade, right? So see here we can find the two things. So first one is founded by key dimensions of the leader's behavior. So initiating structure, so initiating structure means defining and structuring of the roles, right? So here the leaders can defining as well as giving a safe or creating a job roles for each and every employees. So this concern the degree to which the leader organized and define the task. Yes, here the leader is a person who can organize the task. A leader is a person who can also define the task, then assign the work to be done, and leader is a person who assign the same task to be done. Then establish communication network and evaluate the work performance, right? So through this style of leadership, the leader through this style of leadership, a leader try to communicate each and everything. Others, the leader also try to create good relationship. Then next one, consideration. So consideration means it is otherwise known as the concern for people. So concern for people means when a consideration, the job relationship, the job relationship that reflect the trust and respect, right? In case of consideration we can find trust as well as respect. So consideration, which was defined as a behavior that involves trust, mutual respect, friendship, support, and concern for the welfare of the employees. As I said here, the leaders are more concerned for the growth and development of the employees. So that's why we can find trust, then mutual respect or mutual understanding, then friendship, then support, friendship, etc. Then the last one is consideration refers to any emphasis on an employee's orientation, then leadership style, right? In case of consideration, or consideration refers to employees on an employee's orientation, right? So it is also the orientation of the leadership style. Then next one is your Michigan leadership style. After Ohio State University studies, then we can say we will move to the next one, that is Michigan style of leadership. Okay, so Michigan leadership studies, right? Under Michigan leadership style, we can also find two things, that is product orientation and employee orientation. Production and orientation is otherwise known as a concern for production, and the second is employee orientation. Employee orientation means they are concerned for employees the rather than production, right? So this Michigan University study, it was developed two dimensions of leadership. Yes, as I said, that is production orientation, and second one is your employee orientation. As I said, production orientation means they are more concerned for production. Then employee orientation means they are more concerned for people, right? So Michigan studies task center means it is otherwise known as production orientation. So production orientation or task center of leadership style. Under this style of leadership, it focuses on the use of close supervision, right? So task orientation means the leaders are giving more focus to the task or productivity of the employee. So that's a close supervision is required. Then lazy dependence, some rules and regulations are required. Then next one is correct. Then next one is power is also required. Then meeting schedules. So we can also meet some schedules and evaluate the work performance, right? Then employee center is otherwise known as a concern for people. So employee center style, which is people oriented and emphasis on delegation of responsibility. Here we can find the delegation of responsibility and a concern for employee welfare, needs and advancement and personal growth, right? So here we can find the leaders are, as you know, in second case or in case of employee center, the leaders are more concerned for employees for their growth development rather than the production. So their findings reported that the employees center and job center style result in productivity increase, right? If we can find, then if we can make a supervision, then we can find more productivity. However, the job center behavior creates tension, pressure, job, or we can the task orientation, and the result orientation low satisfaction low satisfaction and increase the turnover, right? Then this is all about Michigan studies. Then next one is your, and the last one is your liquors for system style of leadership. Under liquor system of management, we can also find autocratic, democratic, then autocratic style of leadership, and democratic style of leadership, then benevolent style of leadership, then participative style of leadership. Under autocratic style of leadership, as I discussed, all the leadership quality will be reserved in the hand of a single person, or all the decision making power or authority will be reserved in the hand of one person, and that person is known as a leader, right? That is autocratic style of leadership. Second one is democratic style of leadership. Now, under democratic style of leadership, all the power or all the decision making authority will be distributed among all the people or among all the followers who are working in the organization. Then next one is the participative style of leadership. Now under participative style of participative style of leadership, or the leaders distributed all the powers among the employees, or the leader can encourage or motivate the people, or here the leader is just act as a employee, right? That is participative style of leadership. And lastly, benevolent style of leadership. Under benevolent style of leadership, the leader has very little faith and trust on the subordinate, because the leader don't have any power or authority. The leader don't have any trust on the subordinate. So that is known as a benevolent style of leadership. Then we'll discuss the last, that is the situational leadership style. Okay, or theories of situational theories of leadership, right? So situational leadership theory, this approach sees a leadership as a specific to the situations in which it is being exercised, right? So leadership style of leadership is purely depends upon it is purely depends upon the situation, right? For example, we see some situations may require an autocratic style of leadership, right? Other may need a more participative approach, right? It also proposes that many of the differences in required leadership style are different levels in the same organization, right? So in the same organization, we can find that the leadership is required in different levels, right? So if it is high level, then they will require more leadership. If it is middle level, then they will require little bit less. And if it is lower level, they will also expect little bit less style of leadership. Then under this situational theory of leadership, we can find Fiedler's contingency model, and second one is the path goal theory, right? So under Fiedler's contingency model of leadership, right? So Fiedler's contingency theory. So behavior of a leader depend on the characteristics of the situation leader is in, right? So contingency means situational, right? The leadership qualities of the leadership also purely depends upon the situations, right? So it implies under the conditions it implies what conditions will employee oriented leadership will be effective, what type of conditions or situations are required to become an effective leadership, and under what type of conditions production oriented leadership to be more effective, under which situation the leaders should give more focus for the employees, under which situation the leadership give more focus to the production, right? As I said, we can find some people, some leaders they are concerned for production, and some leaders they are concerned for people, right? So in this, according to this contingency model or situational model, under what situation the leader should give more focus for employees, or under what condition the leader should give more focus on production, right? So as I said, the Fiedler's contingency model. So under Fiedler's contingency model, Effective effective group performance depends upon the proper match between leader style and the degree to which the situations gives control to the leader. Right, here we should require a cooperation between the leadership style and the degree to which the situation gives control, right? So in case of Fiedler's contingency model, we can find three situations. First is the leader member relationship, or relationship oriented, then task oriented, and last one is your position oriented. So under leader member relationship, we can find the degree of confidence. So the degree of confidence of the leader, then trust of the leaders as well as the subordinates, and the last one is the respective and lastly, respect of members, it also based upon the situation, right? Then next one, the task oriented means the degree to which the jobs are structured, right? Task oriented style of leadership, we can find under what conditions or under what structure the leader will degree to which jobs are structured, under which situation the jobs should be structured by the leader. Then position power means the degree to which the leaders has control over power, that is hiring, firing, discipline, promotions and salary, right? Positioning, position power means under what situation the leader can hire the employee, the leader can fire the employee, the leader should prepare some discipline rules and regulations, the leader should give promotions, and the leader also provide salary to the employees, right? So these are coming under the Fiedler's contingency model, right? So Fiedler's assume that the individual's leadership style is fixed. Yes, according to Fiedler's, the leadership style is fixed on the basis of the different situation. Then next one is the path goal theory, right? So under path means what? Now, path means normally we can say that a way. Goal means one objective, right? So under this theory, the leaders will make a path, or the leader will prepare a path, or the leader will prepare a blueprint to achieve the goals of the organization. Leader's job is to use the structure, support, and reward to create a work environment that helps the employees reach the organizational goals. Yes, here it is the main responsibility of the leader to create a good environment which helps to achieve, which helps the employees to achieve the goals of the organizations. Then according to path goal theory, we can find four leadership style. First one is directive leader, supportive leader, participative leader, and last one is achievement oriented leader. Under directive leadership, it clarifies the follows of the role expected of them, right? So directive leader means the leader will give direction and instruction to the employees, right? So it clarifies the follows of the role expected of them, means what are the rules and regulations of the followers. Then schedules the work to be done. The here the leader also prepares schedules for all the followers and gives the needed direction or guidance as to how they accomplish the task. And here the leader also give directions or guide the employees how they will accomplish or achieve the task. Then supportive leadership. So under supportive leadership, the leaders behaves in a friendly manner with the followers, right? Here the leaders will create a good relationship or friendly relationship with the followers, and the main concern of the leader is placed on the needs of the followers, right? And here the leaders has more concern on what are the needs of the followers, right, rather than on accomplishing the task. Here in case of supporting leadership, the leaders are more concerned for the needs and demands of the leaders, subordinates or followers, rather than the accomplishment of task. Then next is the participative leader. Now under participative leader, or it involves the follows in the consultation process and also gets the suggestions or views of the followers. Under participative style or participative leaders, the leaders are accepting the suggestions or opinions of the followers, right, before making any decisions. And last one, the achievement oriented leaders. So achievement oriented leaders, they set the challenging goals for the followers, right? So under achievement oriented leaders, the leaders are set a challenging goals for the followers and expect them to perform at their highest level, okay? And they will also expect that all the followers, they will achieve they will give the 100% effort to achieve that objective. Then leaders and power dynamics, right? So normally leaders, they can use different powers. Leaders use their power to get the things done. Yes, leaders are the people, sometimes they are using their power to get the things done. Then power is a resource because it assists the leaders in getting things done, right? Yes, power, it is one type of resource, right, which one leader can use it to getting things done by others, because leader is a person who can motivate a group of people. If the leader don't have any power, then it is not possible for the leader to motivate or to influence the people or give command to the people to perform their task in a systematic or effective and efficient way or manner. The leaders can make use of either personal power or positional power to get the things done, okay? Yes, here the leaders can use two powers. It may be personal power or it may be positional power, right? So personal power is derived not from a title or a position, but with the attitude and behavior of a leader, right? So personal power means due to the attitude or behavior of a person, one leader can possess some power. Then second, the positional power means positional power, whereas positional power is derived from the positions the leader holds in the organizational hierarchy, right? So the leader use the both the power, that is personal power or positional power. Then second one is, the next one is, a leader should always use the power he has or earns to empower others. Yes, a leader is a person who always use the power to earn some power or empower to earn some power for himself or for others. The leaders and basis of power. So here we can find different basis of powers. First, the reward power. The reward power means the power of a person has it is the power of a person because the person believes those who have such power can give any reward or desire recognition for them the work done, right? Reward power means the leader has some power which is related to the performance of the employees. Then next, referent power. So referent power means the power of a person has because other people want to associate with them. That is the referent power or reference power. Then export power. Export power means what? Now the power of a person has for having export knowledge in his domain. If one person is having some export knowledge in his domain, then that is my export power. Then legitimate power. The legitimate power means the power of a person has when a person believe they have to be obey him by virtue of his personal or positional power, right? So legitimate power is otherwise known as the lawful powers. We can find this power due to the position or the personal power of the leader. Then leadership and decision making. So in case of leadership and decision making, we can find delegates more responsibility. So leaders are those people who are delegate more responsibility to the subordinates, right? So if the leader will delegate the power or authority to the subordinate, then the subordinate they will give their opinion to achieve the goals of the organization. Then assigning independent project. Yes, sometimes the leader also assign some independent project. Independent project means the follows or the employees they can perform that project individually. Then enhance leadership, right? Enhance leadership means the here we can find the leaders they can enhance their qualities or enhance their roles and responsibility. That is enhance leadership roles. Then next one is it allows budget decisions, right? So budget means what? Now what is the cost of a particular project, right? So the leaders are also give some authority or power to the followers to make a budget for the decisions. Then provide mentoring. So provide mentoring means what? Now leader is a person who can mentor or guide the individual people or guide the subordinates or give some solutions to their problem or guide them or provide them the way or path how they'll easily achieve the goals of the organization. Then offer professional enrichment, right? So sometimes the leaders also provide some opportunities to the employees to get the professional enrichment. Okay, so this is all about the leadership and power. Thank you.